He was crucified by Pontius Pilate. And even the days are mixed up about how many days he stayed in the tomb. But if he stayed in there 3.5 days, that's what they said he did. He stayed in 3.5 days. Now, the people who tried to mess us up with this, wow, almost said something wrong. If they tried to mess us up, well, they the ones that couldn't count. Because said change times, laws, with your tricky self. And actually, that's something when you come to think of it. You want to change the laws and change the days. And we don't know if it was 360 days for the year. We don't know if it's 364. We don't know if it's 365. You had to meddle. Y'all son of a biscuit eaters are just meddlers. Yeah, you are. That's right. But you got the same God that's going to judge me, an ex-cotton picker, is going to judge you. And you can't run your game and put your parry to the left and parry to the right. You know what I mean. I hope you do. You know, because that's what we used to do in the army. Parry to the left and parry to the right. And now you got the civilian parry to the right and parry to the left. But you ain't going to be able to do that. You ain't going to be able to do it. Because God don't play. God don't play. But anyway, but God wanted also to be known. Jesus wanted to be known. He said, listen, let no man take my life. Crazy. He said, I knew I could lay it down. And I knew I could pick it up because I knew I could lay it down and pick it up. The Father which in heaven was right by him all the time. Never forsook Jesus. Oh, no. He didn't do that. But it must have been some kind of thing, man, for him to absorb all the sins that we had. Just for the time that he did it, whatever minutes it was, man, wow. For us. For us. Yes, for us. That's what he did. But I'm going to tell y'all something who's running a game on yourself. And I really don't care whether you like me or not for telling you. But you can't really, can you really think that you can be a Christian and hate God's folks? No, I mean really. Do you really think that you can be a Christian and hate his folks? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that you can stand in the mirror and say that I am a Christian, but I hate these people here? I'll tell you a true fact. I really used to hate white folks. I really did. Until I read the Bible. Then I understood y'all. I really did. I understood y'all. Because you can't get what you don't have in you. And the only way to get it is really to get the real love of Jesus. That's right. The real love. Because if you don't get the real love of Jesus, you'll do anything. You'll do anything. And I see that now because as I was looking at a program last night, and wow, about Dr. King, man. Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Wow. Y'all done put a lot of lies out about him. A lot of stuff because you didn't do right, but he did He did what God wanted him to do, man. Lord, have mercy, man. What a man. What kind of man was he? What kind of man was Dr. King? Dr. King was something else. Even his voice. I've heard nobody's voice. I've heard nobody's voice that has that charisma or anything near it since I've been on this earth. Maybe they came before me now, but I haven't heard it. He was a special man. Kennedy was special too in his way. There were certain people, when they spoke, they spoke as if nobody else was ever going to speak like them. You know, they were one of a kind for one of an era. And although they didn't do the same thing, they contributed to being better society than we got now. Because we got a jive-ass society now. And I will tell you, like I said, it's a jive-ass society. That's what it is. It's a society where people say, hey, I can do this because I can do it. That's right. I can do it because I can do it. You're supposed to have a leader. Leaders, you got leaders and you got dictators. Dictators dictate to you what they want to do. And basically, America is going into the dictatorship, if you see what I'm talking about. It really is. Because you put God on the back burner, man. You even took him out of schools. And you think that he's going to believe and say, and when you say, God bless America, they know that y'all don't mean, and I'm talking about the people I'm talking to. You understand? And like I said, I really don't care, man. I don't care what you think about what I'm saying either. Because your sins are just as bad as my sins that you charge me for. But being that my skin is different than your skin, you make my sins worse than your sins. And your sins are terrible. Your sins are terrible. And you are going to pay for your sins. It's like I'm going to pay for mine. May I tell you that again. You're going to pay for your sins just like I got to pay for mine. You ain't no different than me. Whether you got trillions or billions of dollars, it don't make a damn difference. Because when you look in the face of God one day, I wonder how that's gonna be, man. But see, a lot of y'all say, well, I got so much money, man. Well, hey, man, I ain't going nowhere. You know? We just die and we forgotten. And it couldn't be, man, because you got to pay for what you did in this life. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for it. Whatever you did in this life, you got to pay for it. So God is going to out all of us. Yeah, you'll out us. Told us, yeah, well, you did this, you did that, you know. And what can we say? Lord, you was right there with me. I mean, you wasn't with me, but you was there. Yes, you was. Yes, you was, because God watches. God can watch everything all at one time. See, we put God in a little small. We put him really like we want him. We got an organizational God. Yeah, that's what it is. We take and try to put the universal God into organization. You can't do it. I mean, because you look in the scriptures and you see where you cannot put him in one organization. You can't put him in one denomination. You can't do it. And then disrespect the other persons. Disrespect the other persons. Nomination or religious bent. Yeah, I believe that's the way to use it. You can't do it. You can't do it. God is real. He's real. Jesus is soon to come. That's for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yep.